One of the real treasures we have in this cool museum is a glimpse of life at Cape Henry right around the turn of the 20th century. Cape Henry is always known for the famous lighthouses, of course, and what a lot of people don't realize is that also at Cape Henry was the Weather Bureau. And chief of that Weather Bureau, beginning in the late 1890s, 1898, was Dr. Cronk. And the Cronk family, particularly Dr. Cronk's wife, Carrie, who we see in this photograph from 1898. Carrie left us an amazing set of diaries. So we literally have this daily journal treasure of what it was like to live at Cape Henry. Remember, you had the LightHouse Service, you had the Weather Bureau, and you had the United States Life-Saving Service. These three networks and the families that supported them all living at the Cape during that time. You see that beautiful shot where you see the new Cape Henry light also in the background, and you can see their fancy dress and how they really would go outside and sit on the beach. This is a picture of Dr. Cronks and Carrie's son, Don. He loved horses, and we have a fair amount of snapshots of him riding horseback through the area. And one of our favorite shots is you can see the family actually all over the large dunes that were at Cape Henry. Again, you see the fanciful clothes at the turn of the century, and they're sitting on the dunes at Cape Henry. Back in the day, those dunes were 100 feet tall. And if the kids went fishing, if you went fishing at the Cape, you could see what you caught back in the day, what you really hauled out of the bay back in that period. So besides the history of the Weather Bureau, when you see the local news quoting records and you see them talking about the earliest recordings of Hampton Roads, a lot of that data came out of the Weather Bureau that was right at Cape Henry. It was built in 1890. The Cronk family was there from 1898 to 1904. So besides the weather history, thankfully, because of Carrie Cronk and those amazing diaries, we can really see a glimpse of what life is like in this area right at the turn of the century.